Good night and welcome to We Entertainment. It's your girl Sharice and we're here for another edition. You know we bring you the best in local entertainment and talent. Tonight we're speaking to Anthony Bisnath. He is a local promoter and a part of the Presentation College San Fernando's alumni. They're in charge of this big fete called Prestige and we want to know more about it. Anthony, good night and thank you for coming on the show.
Hi Sharice, good night.
Hi. Could you tell us a bit about yourself and how you got started in promoting?
Well, it sort of happened by luck on my end, where I was actually invited to come on board from the second year. We're now in our fifth year. And it was a bunch of past students that got together and we decided, you know what, you have all these other alumni associations that are having events to raise funds for their respective colleges, and we wanted to do the same as well. So we started planning a bunch of amateurs, if you'd call us that. We started off not knowing too much about planning a fete because we were actually patrons. So we started off from scratch, and now we are in year 5 and we have a pretty big production.
That's really, really good. So I know Prestige is one of the more popular fetes in South, right? What is the preparation like, preparing for something like that?
We prepare for a year from the minute we're done. Usually as soon as the fete is done, gets done about midnight, we actually sit right there and start thinking about where we got things right, where we got things wrong. And then we sort of formalize stuff and we start back usually in about July. With Carnival being a short season next year, we'll probably start a lot earlier as well this year.
So what would you say makes Prestige different from the other fetes? Because you know, all-inclusives all over. What makes it different?
Well, one, it's a South event, whereas you usually have a lot of South people coming to Port of Spain to attend all-inclusives. This one's the other way around. Then there's that talk about the Southern hospitality. It's a different environment, it's a different vibe. We're at the base of San Fernando Hill, you overlook the city. And then in terms of all-inclusives, you have people coming back, like Marshall performing, Kes coming back as well.
We gotta cut to commercial. Okay, come back right here on We Entertainment. How you getting now?
I don't know which version to get.
Well, we have jam, press, Vinci, local, push. Which one you want?
Herbs. Get high off your own supply.
There's clothes to wash, groceries to buy, food to cook, homework to supervise, and the rent and the bills to pay.
We both need to be responsible for our children, sharing the expenses, sharing the time, and sharing the care. Being an involved father is the best.
Men's care is needed in all ways, all of the time. Share the care.
Entertainment, it's a girl Sharice, you know you gotta make sure to keep it here where we have the best local. We're speaking with Anthony Bisnath, who is a promoter, and just before the break he was telling us about the difference between Prestige and the other fetes.
Right, so you have Kes and you have Marshall, who are all Pres boys. They come back. We bring in David Rudder. David actually performs at Prestige. Sometimes he flies in on the day off. Like last year, he flew in on that Sunday morning, never rehearsed with Kes Deban, and then absolutely ripped it with Kes on his performance. This year, we actually brought in Dilly Nadan to sort of give a little bit of a different flavor to the event.
Crossover band,
exactly, they're very, very versatile. We incorporate different elements into the event in terms of entertainment. Sometimes you have masqueraders walking around, you have a lot of freebies, there's a wide variety of food, and the drinks are non-stop.
Okay,
so you get that, you get everything all together.
On a personal note, who are some of your favorite entertainers? Besides the old Pres boys.
Well, besides the old Pres boys, wow. I'm a kid of the 80s.
Okay.
So growing up, it was, you know, a lot of Super Blue, a lot of David Rudder. Like when David performed the first year that I was involved, which was which was 3-4 years ago now, I had a friend of mine who called me and said, I heard David Rudder perform from my backyard in Gullview. And the entire crowd was singing along with him
Yeah,
and
he's
whatnot.
that
So
type of-
it's awesome to have David Rudder back.
Okay, so what plans besides the other Prestige Fair that's supposed to be coming up next Carnival do you have, if any, for the rest of the year? Any other events that you'll put on?
Well, as the Past Students Association, we have all types of other events. We do town hall meetings, we have career fairs and whatnot. But with regards to the Prestige brand, we've only been having one event per year. We intend on changing that this year.
And
So
it's in aid of the school, right?
everything goes, well, not everything goes back in aid of the school. 80%, according to the charter that we have in our constitution, 80% of the profits goes back to the college.
Right.
Another 10% goes back to various charities that aren't necessarily associated with the college. And then 10% goes
that's
back
good.
to the association to help out with our other events throughout the year.
So what advice do you have to give to anyone who might want to get into promoting, if any? Because you know we have people looking on and they may want to be in the promoting business because it's a lot of fun.
You know what?
What advice?
Like so much actually happens, but the thing is, as a patron, you go around and you experience all these different events, and a nice idea if somebody wants to make that jump over is you take the nicest or the best elements out of different events that you go to and you try to incorporate it into your own. That's what we try to do. We learn a lot from other events and we
Yeah.
know that other events learn a lot from us as well. But it's always about making yourself better and in the end making sure that your patrons enjoy what you're putting together
Okay,
for them.
Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. It was nice. And that's it for us here at We. Join us next week.